Hello, Aquarian friends. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's first time, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And today I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective of Aquarius. It doesn't matter which placement of the 11 placements, positions that your Aquarius is in, all of them will work. Mid-monthly readings here on this channel are done broken into decans. Every astrological sign is divided into 3 parts called decans. Depending on where your birthday is determines which decan you fall into. So the decans for Aquarius are, Decan 1 is January 20th to the 29th, Decan 2 is January 30th to February 8th, and Decan 3 is February 9th to the 18th. In the description box below, I'll have timestamps with the decans, with the dates. So you can just click on your own or watch whatever. I recommend watching all of them. They're always overlap. And what these have been doing is like the same cards have been coming up in each pile because it is an Aquarius reading. You know, it's just different aspects of one centralized truth. So the question we're asking is where to put your focus and your attention for the remainder of April. And we're using Chakra Love. Can you see these? Yes. Romance Angels, the Bonnegar Ex-Anima Major Arcana Only deck, and the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Decan 1, are you ready? Are you ready, Decan 1? Are you ready? If you're using this reading for any placement other than your sun sign, follow the same decan that your sun sign would be in. Okay, ready? I just realized I didn't clear the spacey space. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, now Decan 1. All of your chakras, all of them, cycles. Out of chaos comes creation. Amazonite, carnelian, peach moonstone, red jasper. So all of your chakras need to be balanced because you are just coming out of something really substantial energetically to you. You've probably timeline jumped or shifted up in a frequency. The bottom is root chakra, garnet, security. To feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. Garnet. Okay, let's see what your romance angels is. Oh, Aquarians. Aquarians are my favorite librarians. They're rarians, Aquarians. What's your romance angel, Decan 1? Decan 1, I should say what that is. January 20th to the 29th. Remember, all the timestamps, all the dates will be in the description box below. Okay. Separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. Wedding. The situation involves marriage and unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Soulmate is underneath unrequited love, and finances and career is underneath wedding. So finances and career to me is currency. It's talking about a currency exchange. So that could be energy, time, money. You feel me? pull your tarot. It looks like maybe you're rebuilding. And part of that healing for you is leaving. You're separating. You have to literally separate yourself. It looks like from heartbreak, you know, from like all the, like I think you're physically removing yourself, and I think it's metaphorically too, like you starting all over. You know what I mean? Let's see what tarot comes out. The Star, which is you, Aquarius. You in your power. Yeah, you are headed to your destiny. You're headed to your destiny. The cycle is ending, and a new cycle full of magic and heart energy, heart fulfillment, dream fulfillment, happiness, you're about to be entering into, or if you're already in it, staying in the state of happiness. The Empress, Libra or Taurus, and the Fool, Aries. Okay. Under the Empress is the Hermit. That makes sense. And under the Fool is the World. Also makes sense. Okay. You are definitely going full force into a part of you that you've not fully embodied ever. Or for maybe some of you, no, I think it's for all of you. You're going to be the deepest level of you you've ever been. Some of the things that you'll be like, what am I trying to say? So some of the ways that the alignment shows up, you have done before, but others you haven't, right? The focus here is on you being able to discern what energies are on your level and what aren't. You being able to discern low vibration ones and being able to separate yourself from that and maintain your integrity, and not separate and not be drama, just dead it. You're able to dead it. Do you know what I'm saying? You are going full force into a beautiful awakening and a blossoming. You're coming out of a lot of pain. And it's definitely tied into commitment in the past. I'm not feeling like this is still together. I feel like for many of you, I would not be surprised if you're single, right? And maybe you've been single by choice, and what you're going into is opening up for love and for everything else good. Let's see what your wisdom of the hidden realms says. I always want to say wisdom of the oracle, but it's not. Ooh, what you get? Gaia's garden, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Let us read. Let us read. Oh, it opened literally right up to it. So each of these cards have an ally and a challenger reading, and some of them are both. This one has ally and challenger. I'm going to read the ally. I'll skim over the challenger and see if there's anything in there. In Gaia's garden, you have everything you need to make your dreams come true. There's no shortage of anything, and you're constantly reminded of the law of supply. Gaia is the infinite spirit manifest in all tangible things. She represents the abundance of nature. When she comes to you as your ally, she invites you to partake of all the blessings of life. There will always be enough for everyone. Success comes to you from the fruits of your intentions, and all is well with the world as a result. This is also a sign to remind you to give thanks and maintain an attitude of humility and gratitude as your greatest good now manifests for you. Gaia's gifts are sweeter when you share them with others. So the challenger is when you forgot to give back to the world. It's kind of when you like become like a bystander in your own life, you know what I mean? Or you become like procrastinating and that kind of stuff. This is definitely not the vibe at all from what's coming up in this for y'all who are resonating with Decan 1. Dopeness, Decan 2. January 30th to February 8th. So I put these all back because we reuse them, because the only tarot we're using is the Major Arcana deck. And so all of these need a chance to be able to come back out again, because I don't have multiples of the Oracle decks. You know what I mean? I have multiple tarot decks. It's been really interesting seeing what things keep repeating. It's pretty cool. So for y'all, you are on the path to your highest vibrational good. You are on the path to bliss and ease. And it won't always stay that way. But what will happen is you have done so much growth and you are focusing on you so purely that anything low vibrational, it's going to hit you in a way and it's going to be repelled by you quicker than you've ever been able to do it before. There may still be a learning curve, you know what I mean, depending on where you are. But just keep having faith in yourself. Look up chakra balancing for all of your chakras and start with your root chakra too. That's the one that came up specifically, right? Aquarius. Good way to start out. All right, Decan 2, again, January 30th to February 8th. Let's see where you are with your chakra. Chakras. Third eye, intuition. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light, amethyst. Ooh, do some violet light meditations. Look those up on YouTube and look up third eye chakra openings and balancing. And you got throat chakra. So you got third eye and throat. Vulnerability. Showing vulnerability is a sign of strength. Soda light. This is soda light. I think this is amethyst. Amethyst comes in a bunch of different ways. This is. So it could be asking for help or just letting people in on where you are, you know? Having like a team, opening yourself up. And definitely taking care of your needs so that your intuition has space for you for it to come through and you to hear it, right? Let's see what your romance angels is. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Okay. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment and reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. This is the bottom, this is the split. So it's interesting to me because these are like back to each other. I think, okay. So this is going to show up in different ways, right? For some of you, this could be wounds that happen in your childhood, and this is about healing it. This is about getting closure on these past wounds that were open and unhealed, you know? You're starting to do it. You're starting to heal it up. You've been doing the work and now it's coming together. The healing is starting to happen. Let me see, under engagement is unrequited love. And playfulness is under that. It can also be about your inner child and listening to your inner child. And that might be connected to your intuition too. So maybe when you were a little one, you were in the flow of your intuition. You were just going. You know what I mean? And maybe this is a call to bring that back, like to get that, nurture that state of you so that that can come back. It could also be very obviously that this was someone you were in a romantic relationship with. There was a separation and there's a coming back together that involves children, literally having children, or that or I mean, it's going to be different for all of you, right? It could also be that you're open. You've been single for a long time by choice, and now you are reconciling yourself. You're reconciling you versus you, the part of you that gave up on love. And now you are going toward a deep commitment that includes having a family. Let's see what your tarot is. Strength. This is Leo, doesn't have to be. Strength is a test of the... You got both tests of the universe here, okay? You got the test of discipline and you got the test of control, will, letting go of control, surrendering to the flow, using faith as a compass, understanding that whatever is happening right now, the timing of it isn't something that can be altered by anything you do. The timing to make it faster can't, but the timing to make it slower and harder can totally be altered by you. So you have a choice here of how easy or difficult this transitional period is. Underneath it is the sun, which is the other Leo card. And that is you standing in your highest authentic self and being a beacon of light, because you can't be anything else, because you are in the flow of happiness. You've surrendered to the flow of happiness, the state of happiness, and you maintain it. And so, you know, things around you will ebb and flow, but you, like I said for Decan 1, you'll be able to handle them better than you ever have before. You won't get pulled down and stay down, you know what I mean? And this is a reminder for you. Maybe it is even a reminder to go back to when you were young and before you got broken, before the breaking happened to you, and that to reclaim your soul, your drive, right? Your strength before it was taken from you. And by strength, I mean the way you think about yourself and the way you view yourself and how you view yourself as capable or not capable, right? Let's see what your wisdom of the hidden realms is. The Chess Queen, trust and strategizing. It came out in the reverse, so I'm going to read the ally and the challenger. We'll start with the challenger because it came out in the reverse. When the Chess Queen arrives to challenge you, it simply means you're living too much in your head. Planning, scheming, and strategizing what your future will look like and how and when it will unfold. If you watch Decan 1, the Fool came up, and that is not doing those things in your head. It's It's getting to a place where you're solid with yourself because you're solid with your relationship with Source, and you're just moving forward. You don't know exactly how it's going to look, the journey, but you know where you're headed, right? Remember the saying, man plans and God laughs. You cannot know the power and beauty that is meant for you until you let go and ask for divine guidance. That's the Temperance card. That's just having faith, using faith as your compass, that everything meant for you is going to come to you. And the way to make sure that happens is to the care and keeping of yourself, of your energetic reserve, filling it up and preserving it, and giving only from your overflow, right? The laws of cause and effect apply here. Don't dictate what you want, as your wants may not be in your highest good. Ask instead for the miracles set aside for you and you alone. That's the star from Decan 1. Go back and watch Decan 1 if you didn't watch it. What does Spirit want for you? Perhaps it's time to let go and turn your life over to the care of a higher power. You can never lose when Spirit plays the game of life on your behalf. Okay, let's look at the ally. The Chess Queen has all the tools you need to aid you in your quest for a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. When she arrives as your ally, you're given the task of asking Spirit for a vision of your life. Intuition, right? Vulnerability, that might be it too, just letting yourself be open, right? Then with a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given unto you by the divine. Are your own goals and desires in alignment with the divine plan for your life? This is a reminder that there is your plan and then there is the divine plan for your life. When you're in alignment with the latter, all manner of messages are delivered to aid you in taking the next right action for your life. The Chess Queen says that you will win this game as long as you let the Spirit choose your moves. Follow your bliss and the inspired messages delivered by your soul. You cannot lose when you enter the realm of the Chess Queen and she appears as your ally. So this is all about you having faith. And I feel strongly it's like the faith you had as a child, the faith you had when you were innocent before it was taken from you. And if you don't remember that, it's still in your DNA. And this is about getting yourself to a meditative state, and so you're receptive, so it can come through. Do you know what I mean? You have all the answers. That's the Strength card. You have everything you need. You have the strength inside of you, literally. It's be kind with yourself right now, and know that whatever the challenges are, no matter how hard they are, you are equipped to handle them with success, okay? Doesn't mean it's going to not hurt and stuff, but at the outcome is success. You feel me? All right, Decan 3. Interesting. I had a feeling that Aquarius was going to be the one reading that everything didn't completely overlap, like very obvious, like every other one was very, very clear. This is interesting. It is overlap, but it's different. I would love to know in the comments what your Decan is and then how the other ones resonated for you, or if they didn't, you know what I mean? Or if you resonated with a Decan that isn't your Decan you're born into. I feel like this period of your life, it's time for you to look at things that bring you like that feel good, that are fun, and that feel good and that also align with your highest vibrational good, you know? Like, you know what you have to do and stuff. You don't have to be so serious all the time. Like, ease up a little on yourself and let yourself enjoy life and be a participant. You know what I mean? Okay, chakras for Decan 3. Decan 3 again is February 9th to the 18th. Solar plexus, rutilated quartz, confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. And on the bottom, all the chakras. So that's Decan 1 too. Balance. Embrace the balance between earth and spirit. Clear quartz, rose quartz, hematite. You're coming up to a different part of you that you've never had before. Like a different aspects of you stronger than they've ever been before. You know it. And you're starting to show it. And let me tell you, when you feel good in yourself, if you start to feel bad, if something around you or someone makes you feel bad, that they're out of alignment. It's their energy. You don't need to engage in it. You don't need to personalize it. You've come really far. Let yourself have that credit, right? And that's what builds your confidence. You don't have to question it anymore. Maybe look at things that you're still questioning that you really already have done the lessons. You don't need to stay in the lesson part. You're in the healed part, right? All right, let's see what your romance angels are. Ooh. Wow, okay. Separation, new love. Separation came up in Decan 1. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So yeah, this is all about you being open. See, it is overlap. It's just different how it's showing up. It's about you doing the work, healing yourself. You have called your energy back. You've been in hermit mode and you're coming out of it now into the star. Watch Decan 2 if you didn't. You are ready, and wedding is underneath new love, and that came up in Decan 2. You are headed toward deep commitment, and the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. You are headed toward what your happily ever after, what your dream was, and what you're realizing it is. Just keep focusing on the work you're doing that needs to still be done. There's some things that you don't need to stay in healing mode for, and there's some that you still, maybe if you have attachments to outcomes, look at that, right? Make sure maybe you procrastinate sometimes. Just keep an eye out for when that happens for the end of the month. You might be tempted. You might, in healing your family issues, something might come up that could knock you down a little. Just be careful and just be aware too that could happen, and put steps and supports in place ahead of time so you have them to fall back on. Okay, let's see what your tarot is. The Star again, that's you. That came up for Decan 1. And the Hangman. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Consider other perspectives outside of you, but be careful not to get stuck and waiting. Make sure the action part is happening too. The Star is on the bottom. Look at that. The universe is rewarding you. And there's still a little bit more for you to find out about. The Emperor's underneath that. That's Aries. The Empress came up too for Decan 1. So this is totally about integrating your masculine, your divine masculine and feminine. And it could be some of you that you have an Emperor energy or an Empress energy in your life, and then that is what this relationship is coming back together, right? But it can go, it'll be different for single or together. Do you know what I mean? But the outcome is a union that's going to be simultaneously uplifting for everyone involved and reciprocal for everyone involved. And that's because you know who you are, and you're not going to settle for anything less. It has been so hard for you. You're exhausted. You're depleted by life. You were depleted by stress. You're depleted by stress, and you're understanding that life can be happy and joyful. And you're making those choices and changes. So good for you, Aquarius. Let's get your last one, your Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I'm so excited to see what comes out for you. The Rainbow Prince, Compensation and Perseverance. It came out in the reverse, so we're going to read the Challenger, but we'll also read the Ally, and it's the Fire Prince, Optimism, Aggression, number 40. Okay. The Fire Prince. It literally opened right up to it. What the hell? Okay. There are a couple messages delivered by the Fire Prince. So take heed, as one or both could pertain to you now. Be mindful of starting a fire you can't put out. Aggressive action results in loss. This could be what you're coming out of, and this is just coming as a reminder, right? To just look for the ways that that manifests for you. Look for the ways that when you are triggered to act aggressively, look at how it feels in your body. I think you already know all this, but just keep a radar open for it. Stay clear of someone else's unbridled ambition and aggression as well. If you think you could get burned, you most certainly will, unless you remove yourself from the action. That's what Decan 1 was all about, separation. Well, this is separation too, yeah. Separating your energy and calling it back. When the Fire Prince arrives as a challenger, he could also be warning you to be careful of burnout. This might pertain to workaholism or obsessively focusing on something you want, excluding all else. You may be afraid to let go, but you must. Temperance, right? And the temperance and strength from Decan 2. Giving it up, surrendering the control. You don't have control over this. You can only control your alignment. So just keep your focus on that. If you keep going the way you are, this is for the challenger. Truly, you won't have any energy left, nor will you see your way through your path. It's easy to get lost in the dark when there is no flame to light the way. I feel like for most of you, you're coming out of that. That's what you've left behind. So the ally is, when the Fire Prince arrives as your ally, he lets you know that he represents the invisible forces behind all manner of manifestation, and he brings you the gift of optimism. You will be rightly inspired to move forward and take confident and assertive action to reach your goal. Envisioning the path of the highest good with an optimistic outlook, the Fire Prince also brings you the gift of a miracle. That's the star. Things come together as if by magic to create the reality you seek. That's the Fool too. And that came up in Decan 1, I think. You have every reason to be hopeful. Move forward knowing that you have everything you need and more. Temperance, okay? Just remember to share the enthusiasm. Open yourself up, be vulnerable, let people in, right? Believe in others and be optimistic for them too, and your good fortune will multiply. There you go, Aquarius. Kudos to y'all. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for coming and sharing your time and your energy with me. And I will see you in a couple weeks at your May monthly reading. Till then, bye-bye.